let us continue playing Pathfinder Kingmaker. When we last left off, we failed to defeat the Viscount. There are ways and means, but generally speaking, you need more levels. Ultimately, that's what we need to do. So, we have basically explored most of the map. In fact, I think all of it. I don't think there's anything actually up here that we can get to, but I will quickly go and skim, just to be on the safe side. So now we enter the dungeon proper. Here's where I do randomly find something. Nope. Okay. So we're going to head this way first. In we go. We also are back on turn-based because I think we're going to need this. Also, this is all the stuff that we've left. Let's just make sure there's nothing we care about too much. Honestly, no. Now, there's an argument we could sell some of this, but yeah, we're going to even dump a bunch of the extra armors we picked up. No, we nearly dumped the magical leather armor, actually. We want to equip that, thinking about this. But the studded leather we can get rid of, the hide armor we can get rid of, and the scale mail we can get rid of. Again, we're not really worried about encumbrance too much at this point, but still. Other thing we want to do is actually equip the magical leather armor since we got it. Well, we weren't immediately attacked, which is encouraging. So yeah, leather armor +1. There we go. Still max dexterity of 10, and yeah, everything's looking pretty good from there. Also, there are mites. We need to be careful of a few things here, so we are going turn-based because some of these actually have skills that we need to worry about. As much as we can get away with it, though, we will be going auto-battle here. We're going to attack this centipede.
What's that?
Immediately finding an object as we go through. Alright, Gatekeeper. Comes up and stabs. Valerie. Charge, please.
This should
Plus
do
more
it.
stabs. Plus more additional damage. I think from here, actually, we can auto this. I thought it was just more than the one, but apparently it's not. And the Gatekeeper has the bridge hoist part and some gold. Meanwhile, we'll grab all of that lot and we will move on. So most of the enemies we're going to fight in here are going to be the basic mites and the centipedes, and also some spiders at some point. So we'll be altering through a lot of this. We need to be careful of a couple. Oh God, we got another poison penalty, -3.
Oh, sorry. Was lost in...
Some regrets of not picking up some additional potions for this, but okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Down we go. In fact, actually, let's go to our second level cleric spells, and we're going to replace with a second lesser restoration. I'll replace this as well, but it's not a domain spell we can go through, so there we go. Sorcerer has nothing that we're going to help us on that front, so yeah.
In due time.
We're just going to have to double up on our defenses here.
Won't help you.
Good news is, these are all just basic mites, so let's go. Yeah, deal with the priest. Largely because of that. Alright, we open the box, we get ourselves some coins. Somewhere along here, the priest will have more stuff that we care about.
The end draws near.
Harem, you're really awkwardly positioned. Okay, maybe the priest didn't have stuff we cared about. Still.
I'm not afraid.
More centipedes.
Interesting.
Another coin and more stuff.
That is not far.
Yeah, there's almost essentially on this floor at least there's a subfloor as well. But on this floor, mostly other than the poison, there's only really 2 enemies we care about in terms of potentially worrisome combats.
And then our leader charged forwards.
I'm just making sure we haven't accidentally got to that point. A lot of Might Butchers, we can go for Sentinel though.
Calculated risk.
Alright, nicely done. Coins, gem. Coin, gem, coin, gem, coin, gem. Okay.
As it should be.
Nothing around here, nothing up there. Okay, so I think this is where the first of the bridge mechanisms can be used, so let's put that in. Excellent. We now can cross the bridge and get to the kobold area of the dungeon, I believe. Also, we find a greatsword. Fortunately, it's not as great as Amiri's greatsword, so we have to hold off. Get a scorched fragment of a necklace, and okay, no, we do have to do one other thing down here. But hey, we've nearly reconnected the mites and the kobolds, so all has to be good. Let's then just spend a bit of healing.
Patience.
Out of healing bursts, we will use a... Alright, fine, we have a true strike up. Right, with that all done, we head to here. And at this point, we might be turning back to turn-based. So I don't know where Queen Badar exists, but right now, this is just going to be centipedes for the moment. Still considered in combat, okay.
In due time.
Your life. Who will prevail?
Lots more of them.
Doesn't matter.
By which I mean 3. And we have our way down to the deeper dungeons. For now, though...
What?
For now, though, it is just centipedes.
Approaching.
Right, successful fortitude save there, and more centipedes down. Right, there's some more might sentinels. We're going to avoid them, fight these.
Yeah.
Sorry, bear with. Joys of owning cats occasionally. Alright, let's move on.
Follow my lead.
Okay, so that's all cleared. And now we have another might group here, and this might be the one we care about. Okay, so let's have Octavia and Lindsay shoot the Might Priest and everybody else doing what they're doing. Yeah, the occasional negatives are annoying, but hey, dealt with.
In
Nothing
due
else here?
time.
Nope, Harim says nothing else here. currently our authority on what is actually here or not. Okay, leave that. Right, so if I remember rightly, it's going to be over here, because ultimately, it's not if I remember rightly, it's just there's not many other places the mites can be. We are preparing still.
And Lindsay was called for.
Yes. Yes. I'm listening. Yes.
Okay, ready and going.
That is not far.
As we head down, we find more centipedes.
To victory.
In fact, it's an ambush of centipedes, but look at this. Okay, one ancient coin. 2 potential directions. Let's bank on it being this one. Ultimately, we'll kill them either way, but you know.
As it should be.
Yeah, this looks like a defendable position.
You can count on me.
You.
Well, apparently, we just dealt with that combat immediately, so that's something. That's
We
forward.
will prevail.
You deserved it.
We found their other entrance. We have.
Let us strike as one.
Oh, there's Queen Badar. We're here. Alright, well, we're going to deal with the scout. Stab. The Might Priest and the Might Sentinel currently guarding the way that we care about, and a whole person cast on a Miri. That might be annoying. Octavia, then. Let's start shooting the priest.
This is for you.
Let's try this. It missed. Yeah, without the dexterity, ranged attacks are probably not that great. Lindsay, let's shoot sentinels. Badar is doing her thing. Can we charge? We cannot.
Do not falter.
Alright, Valerie moves in. We will also move close enough. And we're going to cast invisibility on ourselves to be sneaky.
They'll never see me coming.
Well, the Miri has succeeded will saving throws, so that's good. We can get into range here. Unfortunately, because of the way this is set up, we can't really get anywhere. This is where an expeditious retreat might be useful, but hey. We can't cast it and move there, so we want to move there. Alright, 5 attacks. With additional damage because Amiri is in attack range, so the things are happening. Hit! I die on her! You will die, that is all that matters.
Never see me coming.
Yeah, we're gonna kill because again they got things we care about. Certainly magic items and things, and we wanna deal with them. Octavia, how much damage has she got left? Not much.
I'll fight if I have to.
Alright, her in. Let's move up and go with a bless spell. We'll take our pluses for the moment. We're probably going to rest after this in any case, especially as I think Smildon's just gone down.
This is where I step in.
Sneak attack reduced, and the queen falls. Queen Badar is dead!
Let's try this way.
Not so much for our invisibility. Alright, let's get for the center shell.
You can't stop me.
Yeah, I don't think we can stop him.
Become as dust.
I also keep forgetting about this guy. Oh well.
Down. Not dead yet.
Serves you right.
Seneschal is slowly taking damage.
Stay behind me.
You fall.
This should do it.
Alright, that's dead. There's only one priest now to worry about. Who continually drains living.
Tear them apart!
30 crit, fails to kill.
Consider me provoked.
Miss Harim, if you'd be so good. Alright, no more clerical nonsense to worry about.
You deserved it.
Let us strike as one.
And stab.
Calculated risk.
Alright, Queen Badat is dead. We get ourselves a helm, a scimitar, some coins. And that's it. A couple of scrolls. Communal protection from evil and communal protection from... Oh, that's... Yeah, communal protection from evil and chaos is both interesting.
All according to plan.
We should probably do some small amount of healing here, especially since we do have some potions. So let's just grab a couple of these. And then let's have a look at what our reward was. So this is a helm headband of alluring charisma. And that means that goes to you. And this is the entrance to
In due time.
the final boss of this little dungeon, which will be Tartuccio, but we need to get to that first. Alright, let's move on. I think we'll be fine in the short term here, because as I said, the only other major encounter on this floor is the Kobold leader, who we'll get to in a moment. Who we've actually kind of won this war for, weirdly, but we are going to wipe that
Follow
out
my
too.
lead.
All mites.
For you.
I think with that, we'll turn the timer off.
What a find!
Oh god, more clerics. But you're not quick enough. 24 gold. Nothing we care about. A recipe for shepherd's pie, which we will quickly go and use. Oh, more mites.
Life there to the dust you will go.
Actually, a lot more mites considering that. Alright, well, more dexterity penalties. Alright, you had nothing. God damn it. We're just losing so many stat points. Technically going to 0 stat points is auto death, so we do have to be somewhat cautious of that. We'll take all that.
That is not far.
I believe that means we've now explored everywhere on the might side of things. Another token of a
In due
dryad.
time.
And with all that done, we can either go to the depths or we can go outside. And since we badly need to restore some stat points, we're going outside and yeah, starting to convert some spells, I think. We head outside for two reasons, largely because this will now tell us if we've missed anything that we care about here. Which it's not looking like we did. We did not. There will be more of this later. We can dump things we don't care about particularly. Oh, actually, I forgot we have camping rations. We don't actually have to do that. I mean, it's still probably worth us doing anyway. We can go hunting when we're outside. So the reason I'm just thinking about my camping supplies at the moment is because if we camp in a dungeon, we can't hunt for food. So we do have to go to the surface to go and do that. It's a little awkward, but yeah. It makes a sort of sense. Whereas if we have rations, we can eat those in the dungeon. Okay, well, having entered the Mite side and destroyed things, we're now going to head down to the Kobold side and destroy things. Alright, set up camp. At the very least, we have some elk if we decide we need it. Okay, manage. We're not going to use our rations because, again, not much point in that. Movement speed isn't relevant. Shepherd's pie. We got it, so might as well use our potatoes. Right, rest up.
It's a pity you cannot hear Grotus's whisper. I would so like you to understand what I'm talking about.
We're all doomed.
I do understand you. I do. But if I was busy listening to some whisper telling me about death, then who would cheer you up?
We have spoiled the shepherd's pie, but healing has happened. And more importantly, well, somewhat more importantly,
Yes.
we have 2 lesser restorations up. So let's go for the first one. And the second one. Okay. Also, just on a fort base. Oh, no, I know why it's for. It's because sorcerer. I was wondering why we had so many of those. Okay, how many points down are you? A lot. She's 10 points down on dexterity? Jesus. Okay, we'll be much more careful with her in combat. But 10 points down on dexterity is kind of stupid. Yep, we don't care about any of this. In fact, we got a lot of daggers we don't care about either. We're going to dump those just for convenience sake. I wish there was a mechanic to just dump everything that isn't magical or whatever, but it's fine. Don't need the quarterstaff. Don't need a long sword. Don't need a long sword. Don't need light crossbow. Don't need light crossbow. Don't need buckler. Don't need buckler. Don't need short bow either. Alright, in we go. Dexterity 8. If I'd realised how critical her position was, I'd have used the points on her rather than Amiri, but I figured Amiri wanted the defense bonus. Alright, the kobolds are here. There's a flame shaman we need to deal with, so let's have you shoot. Let's have Lindsay shoot, and everybody else can do what they were going to do anyway. Okay, Flame Shaman had a scroll of mage armor. gold, jewel, and gold. Okay.
All according to plan.
Wooden structures are a few centuries old, somewhat even older, but they've withstood the ravages of time.
What's that?
Well, the kobolds have set up some traps for us.
A trivial matter.
This requires.
That's
more
it. I assume there's more than the one. There usually is.
It is finished.
I see something.
Yeah, last moment.
A trivial matter.
I found something interesting.
A trivial matter.
This is the one other thing about animal companions as well. They'll occasionally spot things. But it looks as if that's it, or we're just going to walk into
As
the
it
last one.
should be.
I'll go all for sorrow, sorrow. Our journey into the mysterious dungeon brought us twists and turns into an old mine. Huge hatch in the floor blocked our way. Its panels were half open and squeaked angrily, threatening to plunge careless adventurers to the abyss below. It stretched from wall to wall, making it impossible to simply walk around this deadly trap. Break all, break bad. Stop! You go! You fall! All go! All fall! Sorrow! Sorrow! Yeah, they basically, unless we roll a 1, we didn't roll a 1. Equal parts wisdom and dexterity, we jammed the ominous hatch. Now we could proceed without fear, whilst the darkness of the yawning abyss was roundly defeated. And there was no sorrow. But there were spiders.
You see that?
Also more traps, and we're going to be very careful about the traps around spiders because they're almost certainly web traps.
Interesting. It is finished.
Almost certainly web traps. Alright.
Just
Lindsay,
where
have a
we
shot,
need
please.
from.
We've down better ones.
We're going to get a turn base because I do not want to...
You can't stop me.
I don't want to directly face this. Amiri. Honestly, healing yourself is not a unreasonable thing to do right now. So these are the same giant spiders we fought in the Tangri Cave a little while. I say a little while ago. Quite a couple of levels ago.
What a waste.
But thankfully, as far as I remember, there are no small spiders here. Which is good, because even though we know about that as a threat, we haven't actually invested that heavily in area of effect spells. We have a couple, but...
This is where I.
I think one of the best area control spells is Web.
What a find! A trivial matter.
Okay. What did we find? We found another coin. And some more coins,
In
and
due time.
oh, way up here. Also a spider. We'll just fight these spiders off. Okay, so we have that way up there, which I think is going to lead to more of the kobold area, but this leads to the
That is
area we
not
kind of
far.
had sectioned off.
Interesting.
Oh, more traps. Also more spiders. We're going to run back here. In fact, we're going to move away from this. Move away, and we fight here.
Serves you right.
Do not want to trigger a web trap if we can avoid it.
A trivial
Inevitably,
matter.
we will at some point, but, you know, if we
What
can
a
avoid
find.
it. Another bit of trickery.
It is finished. Interesting.
And we found the Tolden Warrior's dog tag. Also, we need some special equipment to move this, and that will allow us access between the two areas without having to go around the world map. We'll find that in a few moments, I'm sure. In fact, that might even be in the bottom area, if I remember rightly. The lower section to this dungeon. For now, though.
Follow my lead.
There's nothing over here we care about. Let's head this way. Two directions. We're going to go north first. More centipedes. We thought we were done with these. We're not.
Are you?
Never thought the burrows would have chasms like that.
All according
Okay, but
to
nothing
plan.
actually else up here that we need to worry ourselves with. Alright, down here we go. And I would imagine spiders.
I'm not afraid.
Back to turn-based. Alendi, move forward.
Consider me provoked.
Shoot and miss.
Become as dust.
Alright, you attack. We might even have Alendi just do his thing here. Shoot spider.
You deserved it.
7. You hit up and attack that one. Alendi, disarm the trap, please.
Possible.
Alright, 5 attacks.
A trivial matter.
Alright, spiders dealt with. And we find some kobolds. We're going to head up over here first, largely because I want to try and clear a couple of areas.
To arms!
Well, at least I was planning on clearing a couple of areas out. Apparently, though, they've decided attack. And that is a bone shaman. You've decided you want to die,
Let's try this way.
but apparently later.
Bring it!
We'll allow the one attack. We'll just get Amiri into position.
Repent.
Miss. Octavia.
This is for you.
Apparently we're shooting through a wall, which is quite impressive.
Stay behind me!
Any last wishes?
Cause fear, but I think we're fine. It's just shaken.
This should do it.
Alright, finally we double stab.
Tear them apart!
Hermes
Your
round.
life ebbs
Actually,
low.
we don't need to. We can also this. I guess that's the concern. I'm wondering if we're going into the rounds of other things. We're going to move everybody back here. I want to just keep offside for the moment. Oh, more spiders.
To victory!
And again, trying to avoid the darn web traps. One down. Yeah, the camera's being in a weird position here, but it's just unfortunately because of the nature of the map.
What a waste.
9. Stab.
This will hurt.
I think we got a little attack here. If there were more of them and we had to worry about some more traps, then maybe not, but this should be fine. Okay, anything over here? A bag that contains some gold pieces.
In due time.
Okay, we found a way down. Is this where... Don't know, honestly. But we found some other things, so let's go for it. This is where he is. That's sort of the entrance to this.
Left yourself open.
I see.
Okay, so scale is beyond that door. We'll take the things that we think might be useful, and we will... Do we want to go now? We go now. Open the door.
We will be
Hello, we just let ourselves in.
Strike worth a legend.
We have a bunch of cobalt archers on that side. And I believe we are now in the sit scale thing, so we're going to start combat properly. Oh, also, there is a certain side lady over there. We'll worry about that in a moment. In the meantime, let's charge. Alright. You are going to go and attack the crier. Valerie's going to attack... Oh, Amiri's probably going to attack sit scale and miss. Alright, we'd rather not have any random fear effects if we can avoid it. Sneak attack, though. Alright, we're going to start taking out the archers.
You can't stop me.
Free. Lindsay, also attacking archers.
This is where I step in.
Let's try this way.
Alright, sneak attack on you. Alright, we need to attack at scale because, again, bonuses for both Amiri and Smilodon for doing that. Alright, new round. Double stab.
This should do it.
Only need single stab. Can we kill at scale here? Not quite, but a good amount of damage. Their archers are slowly winning against ours, which I'm not enjoying. Okay, Amiri. 35. This is the Chieftain's at scale tribe. Yeah, say your last goodbyes. Alendi, yeah, let's go for the kill here. 13.
You deserved it.
Alright, one down. Alright, so scale is down. Can you take out the bone shaman for me? Oh, you found something? I think we might just send Valerie up to try and deal with these. Alright, shooting.
Consider me provoked.
More fear causing.
Repent.
More
This
stabbing.
will hurt.
In fact, we can probably alter this now. The main threat is gone. It's just a case of dealing with these eventually. I was hoping Tiger's just standing on fire, and like, he doesn't care. And he might not. Alright. Well, let's sort out some loot. But hey, we dealt with both of the major threats. By which I mean the mites and the kobolds. Go deal with that. To be fair, the kobolds might actually cause us some problems thinking about this. I don't know if Knock Knock cares too much, but hey, Jafal is here. Let's have a chat. Someone was trying to escape the kobold prison. That attempt was a success. Let us strike out and forget. Tell me more about the story of Tartuccio and the kobolds and getting locked in their prison. There's nothing to say. If a gnome needed servants to seek an artifact, voiceless, diligent, and numerous. He subdued the kobolds by idle talk and trickery. The despicable buffoon. A battle with a stag lord and the hostile barony awaits me. I would appreciate the help of someone as skilled as you, Jafal. I must go restore my strength. I shall return to you later in all my glory. As I've known you, you've constantly freed people from prisons and chains. Is that a coincidence or a good habit? Just those imprisoned unjustly. And how do you know if someone's been thrown behind bars unjustly? It's up to me. I'd destroy all the prisons and set all the prisoners free. Then any of them who did harm could be dealt with without chains. But only by death, apparently, which is how we've done it. Okay, let's go grab this. I think up here is the prison, which we have, as you can see, seen the breakout of. They don't always do that for some reason. I know I've definitely had encounters where they just haven't. You can also get Harim here if you didn't recruit him with Tartuccio in the Ancient Tomb, or you missed that until later. Here, though, we have Sootscale, who has a Belt of Dexterity. Also, the Might Relic. Which, you know, they probably don't need anymore. Okay, so with that done, that is everything on this floor. But there is also the depths. And the depths are interesting. So we're going to go down there. As well as pick up anything that we have randomly left. 8 gold. 7 gold and a not very valuable gemstone. It'll all be worth it for that gold. And leave. Alright, next time we will begin exploring the lower depths and see what we can find. So, until then.